This is a really important video, and it's especially for everyone who wants to know, what has this all been for? Why the political chaos? Why the turmoil? Why the human suffering? Why is it dragging on? And what is it leading to? And when it leads to it, will it all have been worth it? And the answer is yes. Unequivocally, hands down, emphatically, yes. Now we are so close, so close. But the closer we get, the more chaotic it gets. And so I wanted to share this message from Spirit today. It's actually an excerpt from one of my preview events. It was from the May What's Coming Next. And those of you who attended know that one packed a punch. And I've already shared a longer excerpt from that, and I'm going to share a different one. And this one's pretty intense. Now, I can't share it here on TikTok because number one, it's too long. And number two, it's going to get flagged. It's going to get taken down. So if you're watching this on YouTube, keep watching. It will be at the end. If you are watching this on TikTok, please go to my YouTube at GeoPrism. There's also a little linky poo in the bio. So in my last video, I briefly talked about what's coming next and what will be revealed and the corruption and the breadth and depth of all of it and how depraved it is and how it really does go through every facet of not just American life, but around the world. Now, I had been saying this since clear back in November. This is bigger than the election, okay? It is largely about that cold country that starts with an R, and it is about the web of corruption from them and others in this country. And this clip I'm about to show you, it's a hybrid of channeled information and it's information that Spirit had previously shared with me. Now, when I got that information, I was driving at the time. I get a lot of stuff when I'm driving as a psychic. And it was so intense, I had to pull over and I thought I was going to throw up. It was so gut-wrenching and agonizing and intense. When I saw the scope of it, and when I saw the methodology of the people who are in power and how deep and how far and wide it goes. And so while I was immediately overwhelmed, Spirit repeatedly assured me, we're gonna get there. We're going to eradicate this. This is the goal. And those people, those political players that we've been saying they're behind the scenes, they're up to something, I just know, just wait. This isn't just about them. This is a planned revelation from the divine to finally have this web of corruption revealed. And yes, I did very specifically mention Mr. Epstein and those tapes, but that is such a small fraction. That is the proverbial tip of the iceberg. It is so much bigger than that. So that's why in my last video I said, those of you who are energetically sensitive, and in particular who are empathic and emotionally sensitive, it's a good time now to start disengaging from the news and from social media that is going to start showing more of the truth. And in this session, in this excerpt I'm about to show you, I actually was guided to tell people to zip up energetically, zip your energy field. Because those who are sensitive, psychically, intuitively, empathically, you're going to feel it like I did. The heaviness, the agony, the grit, all of it. So while there's nothing explicitly graphic about it, it's the knowing of what I'm referring to. And if you are intuitive, you will feel it. You will feel the energy of it in your body. So then why share it at all, Gia? Why? I'm your hope core. I'm your cheerleader. Well, we need to know why we're doing this. We need to know what it's all about. We need to understand the gravity of where we've been. And that is why it is so, so vitally important to keep going and to keep pushing. For those of us who need to stay and witness, to stand our ground, we also need to keep pushing, more pressure, more activism, keep going with the information. It must be revealed. Because when it is, although it will be shocking and change everything, when it's gone, we will be free. Only then will we finally get to truly create a society where there is liberty and justice for all. So I know this is a very chaotic time. I know many of you are weary I know many of you think we don't have the strength to go down the road of what's next. It's okay. You can work on you. You can take care of you. You can be in joy. You can anchor that light. And those of us who are here to witness and transmute will keep going because the prize is greater than anything we've ever had offered in this society. It is worth it to keep going. So, for those of you on YouTube, keep watching. I'll add the clip here. For those of you who want to see it, head on over to YouTube and zip up. It's a lot. This really is the swamp. It's like I don't even want to tune into it. It's so messy. But I just see the whole thing for what it is. Okay, they're saying everyone's mad because it's taking too much time. It actually isn't. They're saying, oh, really? Oh, they're saying the longer this goes, the better it is because we have to acclimate. We have to be stable. Really? I'm questioning. Really? I don't like that. None of us like that. Yeah. And this is okay. I'm seeing all these guides. They're in like white angelic robes kind of thing. They're very patient. They're very measured. They're very calm. They're saying you're not going off script. Humanity is not going off script. You haven't gone off. You haven't gone off the timeline. You haven't gone off the rails. This is divinely ordered. This is a revelation of what has been hidden, of your true foundations in this country. It is not democracy. It is not heroism. It is not equality for all. It is power. It is greed. It is corruption. It is oppression. Oh, they're like, even all the white middle class and upper class folks who think they can hack the American dream. He's like, they're like, you have no idea how deeply oppressed every single American is. You have no idea yet the level of corruption that will be revealed. You have no, oh, really? Okay, there's a thing. I got to talk about it. Really? Hold on. Yeah, I feel it coming through. Okay. All right. So you can feel the energy on that. I don't want to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. I've been biding my time knowing I would need to talk about it. But when? They want me to talk about it now. So recently, I had a big revelation about the corruption in this world. Those of you, okay, I'm being sold. Those of you who are empathic, before I give you this information, I need you to take your hand as though you are zipping up from your navel to the top of your head. If you are empathic, you will feel this in a way. Like me, it was very unsettling, disturbing. I had this revelation because I was asking Spirit, what are they going for? What's Kamala Biden, et cetera? What are they going for? Do they really know? Because that's what came through. March, April, all these different things I've done, all the channeled information, they know. They know they cheated. They know about all of this. They know way more than we know. And they've known about it for years. And this is a sting operation. This absolutely is. But the longer things go on, my human side is like, what the hell? What the hell? Is this really, are they gonna, have they abandoned us or are they really on it? What's the deal? So I was driving when I saw this information. I get my best stuff when I'm driving because I'm in that relaxed sort of, my thinking brain is busy driving, so my intuitive brain is wide open. And it was to the point where I had to pull over. I was shown the web of corruption around the world. Now, my initial assumption about all of this is political, and it is. It's about Russia. It's about the organized political crime. It is organized crime, and it's around the world. And we've seen that as they're trying to install far-right candidates all over the place. So I'm like, yeah, I know. What are they waiting for? Is it Putin? Is it just hard to get Putin? What are they waiting for? And then I saw, this is not just crime this is not just political intrigue. This is organized crime around the world. When I say organized crime, yes, I mean the Russian mob. I mean the mafia. I mean street gangs. I mean every fucking thing, everywhere, ever. Feel the energy. It is all part of the same organization. And when you feel that, it's both profound chills and like I want to vomit. And I ask Spirit, the same organization, do you mean energetically? Because I see things in terms of energy patterns and blueprints. And are you telling me this is like what people would call evil? I don't like that word because we get into duality, but it's a handy label. Are we talking about the energetic blueprint of evil is the same? And they said, yes, and they showed me very literally. It is the same group of people who is perpetuating this corruption, sickness, abuse at every level of society, top to bottom. This is why you have corruption in the Catholic Church and in other religion. This is why you have corruption in police forces, in the military. Point an organization, they all have corruption. And I have been assuming, again, humans are flawed. Humans are, we have duality. We have, like, this is the earth game. You've heard me talk about that. This is the place where that happens. And they kept reiterating, no, it's not just that. It is literal organized crime infiltrating every aspect of humanity, every aspect of society. And it is intentional. So they find people in these organizations who have power or who could be useful, and they find out their vices, and they provide them those vices. Is it alcohol, drugs, women, children? What sick fetish do you have? We will provide that for you. We will procure all your sick desires. We will give that to you. And that's how we have you under our thumb indefinitely. And that is how this works. Michelle says transnational organized typo crime, criminals. Yes. So this made me very sick to my stomach because as part of me, yeah, that explains worldwide sex trafficking. That explains why they're keeping those Epstein tapes buried. That explains all of it. And you can see why I get so sick tuning into it, because I told you empaths to zip up, because you will feel the pain of the suffering of everybody if you tune into this. So don't tune into it too much. Yeah. Dan says, what do you think was in the files at Mar-a-Lago's secrets leverage? In addition to state secrets and plans they can hand over to Russia, it is the dirt, the evidence they have on everybody. So when we say, yeah, and Hollywood's super awful, what's going on with the Diddy, with Harvey Weinstein, these are figureheads, and they're putting a lot of attention on the figurehead so we can say, well, Epstein was a bad guy. Well, Diddy was a bad guy. It is one web, and it is connected. So when I tuned into that, I was seeing it, and I was empathically feeling all that pain, and it is so immense. It is so much. It is so, so fucking much. And I was filled both with this immense helplessness and dread. It is so big. How do we fight it when it's so big? That was my initial, but that was immediately replaced. And Spirit said, it is all one thing. And that is how we eradicate all of it. That's how we eradicate all of it. And the metaphor I keep getting, and I've said this in like private conversation with friends, it's the hydra. Greek myth. Am I getting that right? Hercules had to kill the beast, and every time he cut off a head, 3 more grew in its place. What we're dealing with is the hydra. You cannot simply take down Trump or Heritage Trump, point to a bad guy. You cannot simply take them down. Many more will fill their place. This has to be, and I'm seeing the weeds pulled out from the roots, and all the roots that are spanning the entire world. So you can see why this filled me with such dread, because I realized it's not just humans being infallible. It's not just the earth game is full of contrast, and humans come here because they want to experience the contrast and all. That is true. That is true. But it's easy when you to compartmentalize. It's easier for me to see it as separate, as a few this, that, and the other, because then I can trust that the karmic process is overseen by Spirit, and it is. But seeing it all linked together as one was a lot, and it was jarring, and it caused me to question a lot of what I've felt about all of this stuff. So that's why A, I haven't shared it, and B, like, I've just been unpacking it and processing it. So I also asked with that, are the good guys, we're going to call them the good guys, Kamala Biden, I don't know who else involved in this, but the good guys. Do the good guys know that it is all these things? And I got both a yes and a no. Yes, of course they know.
But the level that I was showing that it really is the same organization, lower groups and organization, okay, they don't know they've been infiltrated. They don't know they've been infiltrated. Street gangs, these lower levels, local clergy, they don't know they've been infiltrated, but they have. And that is how shadowy, secret, etc., and how they control. Not even control, but maintain their power. Because if there is enough darkness and people who are hurt go up the chain in the organization for help and they are not helped, and they will not be helped because that organization has secrets to protect. That's how they keep the population at bay. You cannot rise up if none of the helpers will help you. Now, that isn't true. I have to record scratch. That isn't true. It's not true that none of the helpers will help you, but that is the goal, is to make victims feel that way, because then they can perpetuate crime, darkness, etc. indefinitely, because people will not blow the whistle, will not get help. It's unable. So I've spoken in previous sessions about religion will fall, organized religion will fall, and I've gotten a little bit into that. And it's because it's the same system of corruption. It's not, oh, that one church is bad, it's got bad people. It's an organization that inserts itself between you and the divine and makes you go to the organization to get to the divine. It's the way religion has been used to persecute, to hold down, to suppress, to create rules, to instill fear and shame. Yeah, and I'm seeing all these revelations. How many decades have we had revelations about sex scandals in the Catholic Church? It hasn't taken the church down. So what will take the church down is there will be no more people in power to prop them up. As these kingpin criminal, whoever folks have been installed around the world, it is like an org chart of an organization. It's not that formal, and yet it is. As they're taken down, it starves out all the lower. And in addition, what I was seeing, loose lips sink ships. When they know the secrets are coming out, the rats scatter, the cockroaches scatter. It will collapse in on itself as much as it is rooted out. And so this is really big in what in asking Spirit, that I keep asking, really? Really? Can we really eliminate all of it? Can we, is that possible? It just seems so big and impossible. And they keep saying, yes, 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 that's where we're headed. That's where we're going. That is going to happen. Will it all happen because of the good guys? Yes and no. It's happening because, yeah, I see Joanne says we have to hold the light and be the light. That's why. The light can't come down and be anchored if there aren't people to anchor it. So those of us who are holding the light, being the light, having the hope, we make space for the light to come. If there are no people to hold the light, think about a whistleblower in the Catholic Church 30 years ago. They can tell all the truth in the world, but it just bounces around and no one believes it. It doesn't go anywhere. Till slowly, eventually, more and enough people believe, oh, this is real, this corruption is real, and things have happened with it. But it's so big, you haven't been able to take down the whole organization, and that's fine, because I'm not going to get into religion right now. Christine says it's happening because of us, our raising frequency, our focus on joy, our shadow work, our making space. Absolutely. That is why. Because if the masses of humanity are held in despair, that is all you will manifest. That was all you create. Your set point is quite low. So as much as individuals can break through, because it's not their journey to be oppressed in this life. It's not, we all have different journeys. But as more, it's like prairie dogs popping up. As more and more people pop up, wait, you mean there's another way? Wait, you mean we don't have to do it that way? We wake up, we say, oh man, those motherfuckers really are corrupt. As more and more people do that, it breaks through the ceiling of what was possible before. And so more and more people are able to then climb out of that hole and say, it can be a different way. We don't have to do this anymore. And some people are holding the light. Some people are protesting. Some people are being the helpers. Some people are fighting. So everyone is filling a different role. All of them are needed. We don't all have to do all things, but all of them are needed, and we're all drawn to our own path. For many of us, simply healing our own karma, or well, I was going to say trauma, but karma came through. Healing your own trauma resets your own personal karma. And by doing that, it resets. Okay, I'm seeing it's a web of light And each of us are a nodal point, an axis where the things cross. And as each little nodal point lights up, that light reflects and radiates out. And so then some people who are in darkness, meaning pain, suppression, don't believe things can get better, that light spreads and then they see it. And I'm seeing this image of they're in a hole and suddenly the light comes and that light is a golden rope and they can grab it and they can climb. And people say, look over there, we need to help them. And they run and they help. Oh, I have chills on this. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We are doing it.